No matter what you believe in as a power to control you, you have to sell it. I'm wound up, guys. The Pearl Power Pack is coming out this week. I am like seriously nuts about this stuff. Because way a long time ago, by the way, get this, no matter what you believe in as a power to control you, you have to sell it. In other words, no more guilt, no more excuses, no more, oh, what will they think, what will they do, oh, if I do that, then. All those complications. There are people that believe because I smoke a cigar once a week with a friend that I am going to cause the demise of the planet. So they should have power. It's just nuts. When you start selling you instead of buying you, you have to buy you. Your faith in God is measured by your confidence in yourself. As you've heard me say before, I find people who are confident in themselves are infinitely curious about, hey, what can I give life to today? They love doing the Joseph Goddard. I get so many good emails from people saying, I love this. I never thought of it. Why is nobody teaching this? Nobody's teaching this because they don't believe in the pearl. You really got to believe in you. And the only way to believe in you is to explore who you are and how this works. So you've got to sell anything that you believe is in a power to control you. You could be doing everything right. But if your philosophy ain't right, you're going to have hit and miss. I'm just being blunt. You want your philosophy to be right? Here's the crass commercial. Manifesting Mastery Course Lesson 1, The Girls Giggled. Right there. The Pearl of Great Prices built right into that lesson. Why did the young man turn around? It wasn't because the girls giggled. It was because of what he imagined it meant. What do you imagine all this, well, you know, the price of the something or another, and the war into some place or another, and the loogie into something or another, and somebody developing something about something. It's endless. Blah, blah, blah. You want to know why most people have a blah life? Because they're in there listening to the blah, blah, blah. And it could be blah, 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 blah. It could be really intense blah, blah, blah. Oh, it could be questioning, oh, blah, blah, blah. It could be blah, blah, blah. It'll take all those forms. By the way, those of you that have done ManifestingMasteryCourse.com, get why we put the stages of death and dying in there? And why we did it differently? Because people go through all those. They get angry. They get depressed. They go, well, I might as well just accept dying. I might as well let my dreams die. That's what Trump or Sleepy Joe or the other one or... There's only one thing that matters, and that's you. I started out with that quote from the Pearl. You have to give up your belief that something else has power over you. I got one this morning. I just loved this. I quit imagining she would hassle me for investing in Manifesting Mastery. Oh. And I said, let me ask you a question. Has she hassled you before? Have you imagined her hassling you before? Do you expect her to hassle you tomorrow? Because why would you give that role to someone that you love? I don't imagine her hassling me. I imagine her dancing with me. And I tell her, hey, you know what? I just bought something. Right? I know it'll contribute to what we do. Now, here's the thing, right? People get all nuts about this. They go up in the head to defend their bullshit. But Mr. 20, if you honestly believed in the Pearl, you wouldn't have to buy what? You see, here's the thing. If you haven't bought the Pearl, you're blaming your success on the iPad. If you've bought the Pearl, you get to blame your success on you. See, in front of me, I've got an iPad right now, and I've got this really cool Blue Yeti microphone. And I just find it sounds great. And here's the thing. I've imagined up millions of listens. We've got 2.4 million listens. That's like lots of fun. People email me every day. That's like lots of fun. I enjoy sounding decent. That's lots of fun. But I don't go, my success is based on the microphone. The first 1,000 or so episodes didn't have a good microphone. Think about that. We still got over 1 million listens. See, I don't blame the listens on the microphone. I don't blame where the car goes based upon the petrol. You see, my car needs petrol. So I put it in the tank. Buying petrol doesn't mean that I've sold the pearl. But if I go, rightio, the petrol determines where the car is going to go. Or if I get there. See, the petrol doesn't determine if you get there. Right? If you're imagining your car breaking down, you can put all the petrol in it that you want. Sooner or later, you're going to get your wish fulfilled. But meanwhile, let's get clear as mud. Stop believing that anything has power over you. April 20th of this year. Right now it's June 21st. I've been back at the pool for almost 2 months. April 20th was the day that I imagined parking my car to walk into the pool. Right? Normally, you see, this is where it all began, guys. Right? Just 2 months ago. Right now. 2 months ago. My buddy and I were talking, right? Let's park at the pool to walk the dogs tomorrow. And I said, okay. And I imagined, while talking to him, I just relaxed for a second. That's what I do when I imagine. That's what everyone does when they imagine effectively. And I just imagined parking at the pool tomorrow to walk the dogs. Right? It's an imaginal act. It's what you do all day long. This is why you can't quit feeling it real. You're doing it for little things like that. Some people go, I can't remember to park there, and just call me. Yeah, they're imagining having to get a phone call tomorrow. See, I'm imagining having head parked there to walk the dogs. It makes it easy. And then I went, no. I park at the pool to go in the pool. I had enough of imagining that the government, that the law, the policy, the dumb shit, the so-called scientists, right? What scientist says, right, 95% of the people are vaccinated. The 5% that can't go up because they may be a danger, or they may be in danger from the people that are. So that's called argument, not a fan. And so that day, 3 hours later, they announced we're changing the law. You see, I used the law to change the law. I used the law that everyone uses all the time. I surrendered to the state of my wish fulfilled walking into the pool. I surrendered to being back at the pool. It only took a second. I revised my imaginary act to imagine parking in the parking lot to walk the dogs, to parking in the parking lot to walk into the pool, where I swim every day. Now here's the cool thing. I did it while standing. I did it while in conversation, just took a few second pause. And I felt that thrill that we talk about in the third pearl call. It wasn't that I was thrilled to go back to the pool. It says I was thrilled because I knew I had changed. I bought back the pearl. And here's the cool thing. There are going to be areas in your life where you have bought the pearl, and there are going to be areas in your life where you sell it. And I want you to keep buying it back. I want you to buy it back more and more, quicker and quicker. If you're getting gold, you want to get that Pearl Power Pack when I release it later this week. But meanwhile, April 20th, 3 hours later, they changed the law. I used the law to change the law. Now, I didn't imagine Dan changing the law. That's our dictator here, right? Listen to my humor, right? I changed me. I went from being concerned about when's Dan going to let us out. This is bullshit. Right? I went from having the government have control over whether or not I go to the pool to I swim, I stretch every day. When I went into that state, they changed the law. I went back. That was 2 months ago. How am I sounding, gang? I'm getting all kind of compliments. But here's the deal. At any time, at any place, anyone can sell the pearl. And at any time, at any place, you can buy it back. If you want to explore the pearl with us, get that Pearl Power Pack. We're releasing it later this week. Let it rock your world. That was 3 live calls we did, 10 people each call. Some people did all 3 calls. That fascinates me. because we just kept diving in different directions and getting gold. But meanwhile, here's what you can do today. Here's what you can do right now. Be honest. You don't need levels and levels of self-honesty. Just be honest. Notice, where are you believing that someone or something has power over you? Is it the recession? Oh, I can't spend anything. I must save every nickel. Right? Is it the loogie? Well, health is a fragile thing, Mr. 20. Right? What the experts say. The experts said I'd be a cripple. And I know that's not a popular word, but that's the word they used. They said, you'll be crippled. And I said, right. Watch me, buckwheat. Anyway. Hope you're having fun. My name is Mr. 2020. This is the Neville Goddard Podcast, coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia. If you get gold from this, I make suggestions like the backbone of all we do is manifestingmasterycourse.com. 90-day adventure, $97. We've got a lot of other goodies too. All kind of niche things that you can find at freeneville.com. And finally, that's it. The Pearl Power Pack's coming out in a couple days. Get on that email list of ours, right? easymanifestingmethods.com. Make sure you check the confirmation email. You'll find it in your inbox, promotions, spam, somewhere. Drag it to your inbox. Click the link. You'll enjoy the daily emails and those 7 little videos we send out. We want you to get the basics. That's in easymanifestingmethods.com. Those little free videos. If you want to dive deeper with all that, the Feel It Real Power Pack, $27. No big deal. Endless free resources, yada, yada, yada. And if you want to explore the Pearl with us, the Pearl Power Pack coming very soon. See ya.